Can you hear me now? I gotta do this all over again. God dang it. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I am Trill Will LDBC or nothing, and welcome to my live stream. 3 things I ask when I go live. Number 1, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and you click that bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I create content on this channel. Number 2, make sure you smash that like button. Smashing that like button pushes this video into the algorithm so that more eyes that need to see it, see it. And number 3, donate to the channel. Your donations are greatly appreciated, and I thank you all in advance. What's up, everybody? What's good with it? My brother, Ratchet since 91 in the building. What's happening? CC Motion. Salute to you, King. Pam, how you doing, sweetheart? Carpe Diem, my brother. What's up with it, family? Just Hollow in the building. You know what I'm talking about? What's good with it, Brody? My girl, baby. Jay, how you doing, mama? My brother from another mother, Shelton in the mother freaking bell down. You know what I'm talking about? Diane, how you doing, queen? Nata 8697. What's happening with it, champ? How you feel today, man? How you feel today? Mom's Russo in the building. What's good with it, man? Justin, salute to you, man. Thanks for coming through. Let's see who else we got. LaWanda, how you doing, queen? How you doing tonight? How are you doing tonight? Yes, sir. Okay. Topic of the night. Propaganda. And the ones who love it. So, all right. How is propaganda destroying America, ladies and gentlemen? I really want to know why. So, you know me, I do research. Research over me search. So I do a lot of research. I love you too, Kondo. Salute to you, brother. Hope you get the feeling better, man. Mr. Vino Gotti, what's happening with it? I ain't ashamed to tell my brother I love him, because I do. How is propaganda destroying America? And how can I show and use this elaborate brain that God has blessed me with to show y'all just how propaganda is destroying communities in America? All right? Okay. I'll be more than happy to share with you. I love my brother Shelton too. I love my brother Shelton, my brother Mark, my brother Kondo, my brother 78, my brother Joe Townsend, Birdman, Woke 84, D-Man Jr., Soul Power, all the PMP gang. Every last one of y'all, I love y'all. For real. Love y'all. Blood couldn't make us no closer. Y'all my family for real. And I talk to y'all the absolute most. So yeah. It's up and it's stuck with me. So my brother Junior the Truth, I love you, brother. My brother Drew, love you. My brother BF, all of my brothers, all my family in the LDBC, all y'all, I love y'all. I mean that. Everybody in here, I love y'all. All the Trump supporters, y'all go suck a bag of dicks and choke. That's how I feel about it. So yeah, how's propaganda destroying America? And I've been watching this story about the newest target in the racism bow and arrow of the Trump administration, Somalians. And I'll make this disclaimer first. While I want to feel bad for them, I don't. I'm sorry if that makes someone feel some type of way, but I just got to tell the truth and keep it honest. I don't feel sorry for them. They voted for this. Despite the warnings from everybody that looked like me around them, you had people like me telling them what was coming with this administration, and they still did not care. They wanted to support Trump. Latinos for Trump, getting deported, denied their Fifth Amendment rights, getting shipped to countries they've never been in, getting sent back into danger, into harm's way. That's the Latinos for Trump. The blacks for Trump, I don't even know why the fuck there's even a blacks for anything that has to do with Trump. Because they look like, here's an irony question, y'all. Here's an irony question. If MAGA can look at one picture of Donald Trump posted up next to two black men and come to the conclusion that Donald Trump is not racist, how in the blue Sammy Smooth fuck can they look at hundreds of thousands of pictures of Trump with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell and still need more evidence to convince themselves that they're not pedophile protectors or Trump is a pedophile indeed? Why is that? Why is that? You can see one picture of Donald Trump with two black men and swear to God he's not racist. You'll argue up and down the internet that this fool is not racist. But you see hundreds of pictures of Donald Trump with Jeffrey Epstein, a notorious sex trafficker. You can look at that and you are okay with that. And you need more evidence to convince you this fucker's not a pedophile. You see him with Ghislaine Maxwell, his name is listed more than any name they want to throw into the media sphere. His name is in there a billion times. I'll tell you why. I'll answer the question for you. The reason why is because of propaganda. Propaganda. Trying to shift the opinion of the court of public opinion. That is it. That's why I've been telling y'all, Donald Trump does not care if he lies his ass off. He doesn't give a fuck about that. Doesn't care. Donald Trump cares if he looks weak. Notice I didn't say Donald Trump cares that he is considered, that he is weak. He is in fact weak. He cares more that he looks weak or not. Let that sit down. Sit down in your spirit. Propaganda convinced America that a billionaire would be able to sort out waste, fraud, and abuse and help everyday Americans. That's some wild work. Benny Loco, how you doing, Queen? My brother Nada 8697, always showing love in that super chat with that 10 piece. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's crazy. Propaganda convinced the American public that Doge was going to come in and help regular working people. And these motherfuckers believe it. These people believe it. These people bought it. They bought it. They bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. Burgundy is a good color on me. Burgundy is a good color on me. I like it. Could be the camera though. I'm gonna get me a 4K camera. That's gonna be the next thing I'll buy. Might be tomorrow. Anyways, propaganda convinced the American public that somehow Donald Trump was going to save poor people more money than they've ever saved before. Propaganda convinced you that January 6th was a day of love. Nobody came there with ill intentions. The FBI was involved, Will. Propaganda convinced a lot of people of a lot of bullshit. My brother Callie in the super chat. Salute to you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, you know what, man? Fuck it. I feel like just chilling. I really do. I really feel like just talking. Like just getting off my mind what I've been had on my mind. Cause I had all these notes drawn out, these videos loaded up, and shit. I just don't feel, I don't have the energy to even waste my time yelling and screaming at a bunch of people who knowingly voted against themselves and now being made subject for the poster child of fraud. Yes, you Somalians, y'all did this to yourselves. You did. Trump now is calling y'all garbage, you're trash, you need to go back to your country. They sent ICE on y'all. What I tell y'all about them tokens gonna get spent every single time. Ask Brandon Tatum. Brandon Tatum done cut a mean jig. He cut a mean jig. Yep, Purple Groovy, exactly right. That is a fact, and salute to you. Israeli spy channel. And you're in the wrong place. You're in the absolute wrong place. If you okay with erasing a population of people for your own greedy intentions that has nothing to do with God, that has nothing to do with being religious, and none of that. Semitic, anti-Semitic, I don't give a fuck what label you try to put it on there. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you to the highest degree. Anybody who support these motherfuckers bumming the shit out of kids and shit. Y'all do realize the reason why we've been in so many wars in the Middle East is because it is not real, right? Y'all do realize that, right? Y'all do realize that. Julie, one of my favorite people in the world. How you doing, Queen? Y'all know who get the trophy for my favorite person though. Benny Loco. She gets my favorite person award every time. She just has a warm spirit about her. It's a warm spirit about her. I think me and Julie will wind up protesting against Trump together. That'll be fun. That'll be real fun. I'm a radical in real life. Like, I really like shit. What made me get into politics to begin with is just seeing so many people misinformed. Like, propaganda is a motherfucker. I didn't think it had this much gravity towards, you know, ripping people from reality. Like, I didn't think propaganda was that fucking strong for real. I didn't. But seeing this shit in real time, bro, like seeing people, families broken, like motherfuckers is not fucking with family no more. Like, nigga, fuck you. You voted for this bitch ass nigga. I'm not fucking with you. You know how I know? Cause I feel the same exact way. If I know you relative or not, I don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, my cutoff game is elite. Elite. I should have a platinum card in cutting motherfuckers off. Like, I was just telling my big brother, that's why I was late coming on. I was talking to my big brother and I told him, like, once you get older, the older I get, one thing that I've noticed, hi Z girl, how you doing? One thing that I've noticed in getting older, like ever since I've gotten over the age of 45, I realize how valuable peace is. And I think this is all going to coincide to each other. I really do. And me just even getting off topic and not even talking about what I was going to talk about. What's up, Brandon? What's up, Mark? My brother, my light-skinned brother in the building. What's happening with it, bro? Y'all mind if I rant? Like, I should have asked y'all first, because I can go in and read all my notes and shit and pull up the videos and shit and show y'all that white woman that had the biggest fucking pandemic fraud case in Minnesota, but nobody's talking about her. They homed in on the fucking Somalians and shit. Can we just talk? I mean, for real. Like, can we just really, really talk? I think everybody needs like a mental health check. Like, this is the end of the year. 2025 went from like everybody riding the high from a good economy. Biden's doing a great job. You know, economically, everybody's doing okay. And then all of a sudden, it's like a light switch came and turned off every fucking thing. And like even the holidays, Thanksgiving, I really couldn't get into Thanksgiving. I couldn't get into Christmas because I'm worried about these retarded, goofy, racist bastards in the White House. Like, I literally have cut off people I fucked with for a long time over this shit. Like the more educated, and I figured out why in every fascist regime, they always got rid of the intellectuals. They always got rid of the smart people, the ones willing and wanting to learn. There's a reason why they always attack education in fascist societies. Because the information that you get out of finding out shit, that's bigger than any atomic bomb you could drop on anybody. That's bigger than any gun you can pull on. That brother, sister, that right there speaks volumes, bro. And then me doing politics, having to do as much research as I've been doing, reading the books and stuff. I done got back into reading again. And the shit is like, ooh, it's like a new high. Like it's a high. It's a really good high. Like I want more. I need more. I'm not like slacking. You know what I mean? I'm not slacking on learning and wanting to learn and research and finding out real history, because everything we've been taught has been a lie. Everything in this country that you know and you think of and you do and you don't even think twice about is based in racism. You want to bet? Every single thing that we do as a people, poor white people, black folks, Mexicans, does not matter what color, creed you are. If you're not a billionaire or in the elite class, this pertains to you. You know how when you at work and you go on lunch break, but you can't leave the property when you on lunch break? You got to stay within distance so they can keep an eye on you. That came from slavery during sharecropping. Taking breaks. Slavery. Everything has everything to do with racism in this country. It does. Oh, the people that you abused for all those centuries. You abused the shit out of them, raped them, killed them, lynched them, ate their bodies, turned them into furniture, turned them into wallets and shit. Clarence McClain, my brother, what's up, family? Turn these people into furniture, bro. And then you have the gall to pretend like you're the victim. You're the one being oppressed. Like listening to these fucking goofballs get on the internet and complain about them being oppressed, and JD Vance getting his couch screwing ass on the stage and talking about, oh, you don't have to apologize for being white anymore, when no one was ever asking white people to apologize for being white. Who was asking you motherfuckers to leave us the fuck alone and stop being racist? That's it. That is all. Leave us alone. Let us live. And you couldn't, and you still can't. You never, since 1865, white people have never been able to leave black folks alone. And I'm only saying 1865 because that's when slaves were allegedly emancipated by themselves and by their own hand. But ain't that wild though? Y'all think about it. Since 1865, 1865, since 1865, almost 200 years. Look at this fucking weenie right here. Look at this fucking douchebag. Vinny Garthwaite. You fucking douchebag. I'll talk about what the fuck I want. And you know what? You know the reason why I talk to Peckerwoods like you? Because y'all live in a bubble. Y'all live in this facilitated world of bullshit conjured up with self-victimhood, failure, and mediocrity. And then y'all learn the art of projection as kids. That's why they give y'all participation trophies. Just like in the world of boxing, everywhere black people had stood went on their natural talent and God-given gifts, you had to cheat the system in order for you to equal up. Every single sport in America, I don't care which one, You can find one decent white dude in it, and I can find you 20, 30 elite black people doing the same goddamn thing. That is the wild part for me. But then you have this goofball comes in here who they can't stop obsessing about black folks. That's why his white ass is in here. You can't stay out of black folks' face. For you to hate black folks so much, y'all motherfuckers cannot stay away from black folks to save your fucking life. Because we're dope. We're awesome, innovative, creative, smart, intelligent, bright, resilient, persistent. And despite everything that y'all done to try to cheat the system, still, like Maya Angelou's poem, still we rise. Still we rise. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. Y'all done tried killing us. Y'all done tried bombing our cities and bombing our towns, burying it underwater like Oscarville, turning it into Central Park like Seneca Village. Y'all done had hundreds of massacres on U.S. soil when you can't find one massacre that was started by a black man in the history of America. But yet, still here y'all are, pretending to be victims. Even your religion, your evangelical bullshit religion. Andrew, what's up, man? Oak Park, what's up, big bro? Bike life, what's happening with it, family? See, y'all got life fucked up. See, when your Christian nationalist, your white Christian nationalist bullshit religion of cults and dumbassery comes together and fuse into this big jumbo bowl of bullshit that y'all grow up to believe. So how can you be the oppressor and the victim at the same time? And Vinny got every advantage that I wish I ever had in this country, legitimately speaking. The greatest fear, the FBI under J. Edgar Hoover said, the greatest threat to America. The greatest threat to America is black unity. And you see why now. Because we expose the mediocrity for what it is. Because, like, okay, again, let's go back into propaganda again. Rod, nigga, what's up, Brody? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What was he successful in, Skippy? Being a welfare bitch, not inventing shit. The only thing Elon Musk has ever invented in his life was Doge, and that was a legitimately big, gigantuous fucktard of a failure. How is Elon Musk successful? First, he got his inheritance from his dad who ran an emerald mine in apartheid Africa. Then he just bought into companies and then bought them out. Then get a whole bunch of welfare subsidies from our government. Voila, he's a successful African. Parasites, and your ass is broken. You in here worshiping a fucking parasite. Now, I told y'all propaganda's a motherfucker, ain't it? Propaganda's a motherfucker. Yep, Julie, it's a fact. They trying to whitewash the Wounded Knee Massacre, try to make it sound like it was just a walk in the park, nothing happened and shit. Y'all, why do you gotta lie? If you're so superior and so supreme to everybody that look like me, if you're so superior to me, then why the fuck do y'all gotta lie about y'all history every time? Why do y'all always gotta lie about shit? Y'all lie about everything. You lie about crime statistics, you lie about demographics, you lie about how y'all don't rig elections when y'all do. Y'all lie about I swear to God, you lie like you breathe. That's the wild part for me. I can't think of one thing I gotta lie about to make myself look better than what I already am. I don't have to lie about me. I'm just me. People rock with me because I'm me. I don't have to do none of this jigging and soft shoeing and buck dancing and acting out like a goofball and pretending I'm something I'm not on the internet, and I don't have to do none of that shit. I'm me. If I get off this computer and you met me outside right now, you'll get the same person that's sitting in front of this camera. Ask anybody in here who's done met me in person. And I got plenty of them in here that met me Trill Will in person. And they'll tell you Trill Will is every bit the man he is on camera that he is off camera. I'm me. I don't know how else to act. I'm not a fake motherfucker. I can't be fake. I don't even like fake motherfuckers around me. That's why my name get put in shit all the time, because I don't like fake shit. And I call it out every time I see it. That's why I rock with Sheldon so heavy. Because Sheldon's the same way. We don't like fake snake shit. Get the fuck off around us. If you don't like me, if you don't like what I stand on, if you don't like what I'm teaching, then why the fuck are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? See, this only goes to show your fucking ignorance. You hate white people and it shows. I tell you who I hate. I hate racists. I hate pansy ass, pussy ass, jellyback, spineless, bitch ass, hoe ass racists. Period. The end of story. I spit in your face because I don't like you. And you'll feel that the moment you walk up on me, and that I feel that vibe, my discernment kicks in, and I know there's a racist motherfucker approaching me. You will see it all over me. I can't hide it. My face tells on me. See, Vinny, the difference between me and you is, if I hate somebody, it's for good reason. I hate racists is because racists killed my ancestors. I hate racists because racists think they're better than everybody. Meanwhile, they're so blind and stupid, they don't realize they're getting fucked by the same machine that's fucking us. Another thing I hate about fucking racists don't understand that we got more in common than we do different. The way we was raised, the way y'all motherfuckers y'all ain't hear me talking. Let's share how you doing, Queen. Y'all are so fucking brain dead and stupid and so consumed with hatred that you fuckers will lie and say you love God and then do the most sinister and disgusting shit I've ever seen in my life. Another thing about racists that I hate. Okay, this is gonna be what I hate about racists. Another thing I hate about racist bitch ass niggas. Racist bitch ass niggas are so quick, they can tell you every statistic in the black community that you could think of, but they can't name one goddamn statistic about their own communities, about all the white men that's out here raping little kids. You can't give me no statistic on that shit. Miraculously, oh, that's an individual incident, but as soon as a couple of black people get out of line, oh, you demonize the whole bunch. Here's another way that propaganda works in America. There's over 170,000 Somalians in the state of God dang it, Minnesota. There's over 170,000 Somalians in that state. 83 of them got caught up doing fraud. What do you think racist white America did? They lumped every Somalian into one fucking group. The same thing they did with black people. You find you a couple ratchet bonnet wearing Ray-Rays and Pookies and all that shit doing crash out shit out here. And the next thing you know, suddenly me, the law-abiding citizen, I'm thumped into a whole fucking slew with them. But the moment it's a white man who is a pastor at a church in Tennessee that got caught up with a whole bunch of CSAM and he got caught raping a little girl under the age of 12 years old. Oh, he had mental health. It ain't all y'all that do that. It's individualism when it's y'all. But y'all lump everybody into a category when only a few of them are the ones out here acting a dumbass, which is one you should focus on. Like I said, I have never ever got on my platform and ever said I hated all white people. I never got on my platform and ever said that I think all white people are racist. Nope. What you heard Trill Will say is, I don't believe all white people are racist. If that were the case, we wouldn't have a John Brown. We would not. That is a fact. We wouldn't have the many other white abolitionists that stood in the paint for black folks and even put their lives on the line. See, I'm not a liar like you, but I always use this caveat. Not all white people are racist, but a majority of them are okay in racism. They enjoy the fruits and the benefits of racism, what comes from it. See, what propaganda did yet again was lump every black person that they see into one group. That's what they did in Minnesota. They put every fucking black immigrant into one group and demonized every last one of them. And now you got this fucking peon, this little fucking jerkneck going out here to fucking like daycares and shit with his cameraman, thinking they're supposed to let his stupid ass in because his white privilege card said so. He's exposing fraud. But we got Rick Scott sitting in the motherfucking Senate that committed, he was responsible for paying $1.7 billion because he scammed Medicare and Medicaid so fucking much. But this motherfucker is a senator that scammed Medicaid and Medicare for $1.7 billion, nigga. $1.7 billion. Billion with a B. Billion. And he's sitting there looking like Tales from the Hood. That fucking lizard looking bastard stole $1.7 billion. And ain't nobody said a word. Nobody said a mumbling word. Not a mumbling fucking word. Not one. Not one iota of a word. Don't even care. They don't care. They do not care. Y'all know I love receipts. I love receipts to death, bro. I do. But y'all tell me again. Philip S. Formes ran a massive nursing home fraud scheme, bribing doctors to funnel patients and billing Medicare for unnecessary services for $1.2 billion. And he was pardoned by who? Donald Trump in 2020. And guess what? He's back in jail again. Back in jail again. Back in jail again, ladies and gentlemen. Back in jail again. But you don't hear not now one of these goofballs talking about fraud in this country. Talking about this bastard right here. You don't. You don't look. They care so much about fraud. They care so much. Look. Trevor Milton was arrested for securities and wire fraud, and he had to pay $676 million, over $500 million, almost $750 million. And Trump gave him a full pardon. And that $676 million restitution he had to pay wiped away. Ross Ulbricht, Silk Road, was doing all kinds of demonic shit. Drugs, guns, money laundering, prostitution, everything in the world you want in one place, the Silk Road. $184 million. Trump said, poof, be gone. Todd and Julie Chrisley, scammers and scammeries. Jim and Tammy Baker, right there in real life, with the Southern drawl, had to pay back $22 million after they stole over damn near 100. Trump pardoned him. What about Jason Galanis? $80 million fraud scheme. He was supposed to pay back $84.4 million in Trump wiped that shit all away. Devin Archer, $60 million tribal bond fraud, trying to solicit a building that was going to be an arena for a sports team. But they care about fraud. They care about fraud. Just like Trump cares about drugs coming into America, but he pardoned one of the biggest drug runners in the history of the world. This man trafficked 400 tons of cocaine into this country. And Trump said, poof, you're a free man, buddy. Trump said, give me $1 million, I'll get you right. And that's exactly what he did. But what did I tell y'all about propaganda? Propaganda got these people believing that Donald Trump is a God-fearing, straight up and down person who, you know, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. In 1866, y'all finna learn something about history. In 1866 in Hawaii, a leprosy diagnosis meant to exile to Molokai. 8,000 sent to die alone, most of them native Hawaiians. White residents were quietly sent to mainland hospitals. The only treatment was chamugra oil, was torture, burning, blisters, and useless. But born in 1892 in Seattle, Washington, came a lady named Alice Augusta Ball. She became the first Black woman to graduate in chemistry from the University of Washington. She is the first to earn a master's from a university in Hawaii. And at 23 years old, this Black queen became Hawaii's first female chemistry instructor at 23 years old. She took the chamogra oil and she made it water soluble, injectable, and absorbable. And then in 1916, She figured it out. She cracked the code. She solved a 4,000-year-old riddle. Patients started getting better. Families started getting reunited. Exile camps started getting empty. Then somehow, mysteriously, she was doing a gas mask demonstration with chlorine gas and she died before she published her results. But guess what white America did? A white man named Dr. Arthur Dean stole her notes and claimed the discovery as the Dean method. Didn't even mention Alice Ball, the 24-year-old who discovered the cure for leprosy. They did her so grimy, so dirty. They buried this woman in an unmarked grave. It wasn't until 1922 with Dr. Harry Holman, he finally gave her the credit that she earned and coined it as the Ball method. It wasn't until 1999 that the University of Hawaii finally acknowledged her work with a plaque. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. See, Black people have been healing the sick despite being treated like shit. Made numerous inventions that got stolen by white men like Thomas Edison, which y'all still give him credit for. We've made something out of nothing. Every time. Made life better for everybody. But still, the racism, the bigotry, the small-mindedness wouldn't even allow them people to see our glory. Propaganda. Propaganda. Propaganda in America told you and me that the Civil War was fought for what? States' rights, right? It was fought for states' rights. And it wasn't until I started reading and researching It wasn't until you start reading and researching that you see what really happened. That's the reason why now in the day of social media, all these racists that get on here popping that shit, talking about what they're gonna do and race war and ethnic cleansing and remigration and white replacement theory and all the other stupid goofy shit they say. That's why when you see them people in real life, you see just how weak, pathetic, and cowardice they are. You see they're a bunch of fucking cowards. They don't care. They don't stand on none of this shit they say. They don't. They don't. They legitimately do not listen to nothing that they say. But Will, you just make everything about race. You just make everything about race. This country was built on race. This country was built on race. This country, the DNA of this country was built on race. What's another thing propaganda said? Propaganda said that 1.4% of white people in America during the days of slavery owned slaves. So you mean to tell me 1% of the population owned millions of slaves? Millions by themselves. You sound about as stupid as a motherfucker. I'm glad you said that. Killer. I'm glad you said that. Glad you said that.
For a couple hundred years does not mean you built the nation. Do you know what percentage of white people back in the slave trade actually had slaves? Do you know what percentage? In 1860, 1.4% of the white population in the United States of America actually owned slaves.
All this statistics show is how evil white people actually are. You mean to tell me that majority of people in the South didn't own slaves, but yet they fought the deadliest war in America for slavery? Something they couldn't even partake in because they was poor. And guess why they was poor? They was poor because the slaves had their job. All they had to do was free the slaves. They could have demanded a fair wage to work the jobs that the slaves did. But no, they're
Hold on. Shoot,
picking cotton for a couple hundred years does not mean you built the nation. Do you know what percentage of white people back in the slave trade actually had slaves? Do you know what percentage? In 1860, 1.4% of the white population in the United States of America actually owned slaves.
All this statistics show is how evil white people actually are. You mean to tell me that majority of people in the South didn't own slaves, but yet they fought the deadliest war in America for slavery? Something they couldn't even partake in because they was poor. And guess why they was poor? They was poor because the slaves had their job. All they had to do was free the slaves. They could have demanded a fair wage to work the jobs that the slaves did. But no, their racism made them fight against their own brothers in pursuit of the idea that white people are better than black people, even though they couldn't even own a slave. See, the vice president of the Confederates said this war was about maintaining the condition of black people being lesser than white people. And that man today has a park named after him in Georgia, in a county named after him in Georgia.
Picking cotton for...
Yep, Stevens County, Northeast Georgia. Look at this goofball. Dems want them for cheap work and to make the people who don't want that to be racist. You know how stupid that sounds? Killer, do you think about what you post before you post it? Like, do you actually have like a thought process before I say some ignorant ass shit to an intelligent black man in his space? Thank you, moms, for coming through. You really, y'all coming here still thinking it's a Dems versus Republican thing. The Republicans show you they clearly don't give a fuck about you. They clearly don't. And yet here you are, still talking about Dems. Dems have no power. But yet still here your ignorant ass is in my chat saying stupid shit. And this motherfucker ain't even from this country. See, propaganda, y'all. Propaganda. Why do you think so many of these fucking immigrants from over across the pond or Nigeria, and all these other fucking weird ass countries. Why do you think they infiltrated Twitter? Why do you think that fucking immigrant bought Twitter in the first place? So they can continue influencing the sap sorry ass mind of these fucking racists, these troglodytes. They do not care. See, when they can't defeat you with logic, they always go back to what they know. Racism. Now, killer, take your broke 1-2 sister fucking one chromosome away from being retarded, goofy ass the fuck up out of here. I do not give a fuck what you think about me. My intelligence supersedes yours. You're a fucking idiot. You came in here with that bullshit ass racist talking point. I showed you that shit was wrong because you're fucking stupid and you can't math. You don't know how to add. You're retarded. You're stupid. Your girl's a hoe. You're broke. Your kid's yours, and everybody knows. DMX. You lame. You have no fucking character about yourself. You are a default drawing. Piff, what's up, bro? See, people like this killer clown, people like him is the example of why propaganda works in America. All you have to do is have a sub IQ having fucking sister fucking goofball like this fucking redneck come in here and saying stupid shit. And they come in here failing to realize that we live in an age of education and learning shit. Like, I read a lot, a whole lot. I research and do more research. Cite sources matter of fact, on 99.9% of the shit that I talk about, I've already thoroughly researched it. Like that lie Jillian Michaels told, which my brother right here, Priest, had so graciously broke down. Because anyway, y'all try to lie out of this shit. Like what I say a while ago, I, as a black man in America, do not have to lie about my history or my ancestors' history in this country. The only people who have to lie about their involvement in the atrocities that happened and that are still happening to this day, that most of these motherfuckers are enjoying the benefits from, are white people. They would never ever take accountability for shit that they done, their ancestors done, and the shit they get to lay up and put their feet up. They had a 400-year head start, and I'm still better than them. That's why they mad. It's really white supremacy and racism in America. White racism in America is nothing more but a jealousy fest of a bunch of failure, mediocre ass white men and white women who are jealous because people like me are smarter, faster, more intelligent, handsomer, even if that's a word, more handsome, got more money, better off societal wise, a dope person in real life, or got a personality and culture, and you have none of that. And you have 400 years to figure that shit out. And you're still a fucking goofball. Nugs, what's up with it, Brody? You have 400 years to figure this shit out and you're still a royal fuck up. But you have the audacity to come in here to try to insult my intelligence. Like, wow. The fucking audacity is real, bro. The audacity is mind-blowing from you motherfucking troglodytes. Y'all come in here bold as hell, wrong as hell, delusional as fuck, and as always, get your ass beat every fucking time by me using facts. It's a fact that I look younger than you. It's a fact that I got more money than you. It's a fact that I'm more educated than you. It's a fact that my dick's bigger than yours. It's another stone cold fact that I'm doing better in life than you ever could imagine. That's crazy work. And another fact is you're broke. You're poor, living in that single wide trailer with the kerosene heater on and got the stove open, trying to have all these dogs and cats in the house and chickens running in the front yard. Smell like piss and musty ass balls and shit all over the place. and you see this black man in this polo hat, this polo sweater, polo down to the socks, and you're mad at yourself figuring out how the fuck did this nigger afford such a good life. This black man got more money in his bank account right now than you do. I got more money in my safe behind me than you do. I got more money in my pocket right now than you do. You're mad at yourself. You're disgusted in yourself. That how can this black man, after all the shit that we've done to him, we stereotyped him with everybody else. We made him sound like he was hypersexual. He was always angry. He was a victim. He's stealing all the jobs, yet he's lazy at the same time. You see what propaganda do? Is double-minded, double talks. America is double-minded and double talks. Trump is about stopping fraud while committing fraud. Trump is about protecting the babies while molesting and fucking little kids. Trump is about transparency, but redacts the fucking Epstein files that he signed into law. Trump calls Joe Biden Sleepy Joe while falling asleep in the fucking Oval Office during a fucking meeting on live TV. That's propaganda. You deny reality to compensate for your fragile ego and your fucking narcissism to help you sleep better at night. See, in your imagination, if you can imagine that you're better than me, that's good enough for you, which makes you a fucking dumbass to me. Because how is it possible that you can imagine you're better than me, but in reality, I'm still like years ahead of you? I understand why you're mad though. I really do. If I fucked over a whole population of people for as long as I fucked over people, you know, being that your ancestors are habitual fucking liars anyway, so it's no surprise that every time that orange pile of dog shit opens his mouth, he lies like his ass is on fire. Yeah. Name one treaty white America ever held on to. Name one that they upheld. Name one treaty they ever signed that they actually stood on, that they actually abided by. Name one treaty. One. Just one. You can't. You cannot. You can't. Because there is none. America has reneged on every treaty they has ever committed itself to. Just like Russia. Just like Israel. People don't want peace. They want war. They can profit from it. Creep says, I want to make a channel. Make it. Nobody's stopping you. Nobody stopped me. Or they couldn't stop me anyway. You see how this is going? You see how this is going? Doge was about, propaganda told you Doge was about saving money. Doge was Department of Government Efficiency, but it was the worst piece of shit fucking. Wow. How is it possible? How is it possible? How is it fucking possible that we can live in a country where a school superintendent is so much of a fucking bigot and white supremacist? Wow. Wow. How can farmers in America Hmm. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine being so much of a piece of shit of a human being. I'm so consumed with hate. That you disregard everything that can make your life better. Now, have y'all ever sat and never had the conversation with yourself? What would America be like if America wasn't racist? If America had actually punished all of the traitors to this country the way they should have? What would America have been like if they actually eradicated racism, made it fair, gave black people back then their 40 acres and a mule as promised? What would America look like now? I can tell y'all this. In the last 20 years alone, America has lost $16 trillion because of racism. Yeah, Nick Shirley is a piece of shit. That's the wild part for me. That's the part I'm having a problem with right there. What would America actually be like if you would have gave black people their just due, what you owe them? My brother Joe Townsend, what's up, Brody? I wonder what would happen to America if Gore would have won the election instead of Bush. If Hillary would have won instead of Trump. It's a lot of perplexing questions, but I mean, I guarantee you, once you start thinking about it, it makes more sense to you. America, what if Kamala Harris would have won? Well, she did win. She was cheated. But what if Kamala Harris was the president of the United States versus this orange piece of shit? Hey, John. Hey, Shelton, if you still in here, show John the door, please. I ain't got time to be talking to no motherfucker from Australia. Ain't got shit to do with what's going on here. And I'm serving notice right now. I'm America first. I'm black first. What do y'all think's fixing to happen in this midterms coming up next year? In a couple of days. Well, next year is a couple of days from now. Next year is 2 days from now. I see a mollywhopping coming. I see, like I've heard for years and years and years about the blue tsunami. That's wild. I mean, that stuff. I mean, for real, y'all. I really, really, really think about stuff like that. That's the stuff that keeps me up at night. That's really the stuff that keeps me up at night. I wonder what America would be like if America wasn't racist. Wasn't the most racist country in the world. America is seemingly one of the only places in the world where people can oppress people for over 400 years and then get to play victim when they say something about it. It's crazy. I don't either, Carpe Diem. I am an anarchist / independent / progressive / socialist. I'm all that. So I got a complex hat of things that I wear when it comes to talking policy with me. Crazy work, ain't it? That's some crazy work. I only wish more people thought like that. In particular, racist white people. You've never gotten anything for being racist. It'll be a couple of you that make it out, but a majority of y'all are still broke. Yep, Bill, I agree with you. Salute to you, man. I agree with you. I agree a lot of politicians are going to leave. Republicans, they're going to jump ship. Mike Johnson's gay ass can go ahead and kiss that speaker's desk goodbye. That shit is gone, son. He might well get in as much devious cartoon villain shit as much as he possibly can. Because come November, see, look, if I was a Democrat and I was running for office, dog, I don't have to even think of a campaign slogan. I can just show these motherfuckers in real time. I can legitimately just show what these motherfuckers did. National security. You can show Pete Hegseth leaking fucking classified information to his wife and to a fucking journalist who, lucky for this bastard, he didn't publish this shit all over the place looking for money. You'll see Trump pardoning the scam squad of 2025. Every scammer you can think of, Trump pardoned them. Hey, Pip, they ain't gonna have no choice. Unless they want another Trump. They're gonna have to. See, the beautiful thing about a Trump 2025 win for presidency, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Think about it. The only good thing that really came out, no, there's a couple good things that came out of this administration. Number one, it ain't what y'all think it is, though. Number one, it showed me who people really fucking were. That's one of the best things I could have ever learned out of this administration. It made people rip that mask off and tell you who the fuck they really were. So you don't have to guess no more. Get this fucking weirdo coming off my screen. Have y'all noticed that shit? You can now differentiate between who's friend or foe now. It's a lot easier. Number two, you can see all of the holes in the Constitution. You can see every cheat code because Trump exposed them all. Tax code, you can see every cheat because Trump and the Republicans, they exposed all of them. You can see how weak the Constitution is. You can see how easy it is to manipulate the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land, to do your bidding. Because all you had to do is mix up propaganda, racism, and bigotry, and there you go. Throw in some foreign entities here and there, and they can tell some lies. They can have their people over there lying. Because you got an immigrant who owns Twitter, the biggest motherfucking social media app on the internet. Then you make the fucking CEO of fucking Facebook bend the knee. Then what? You got no protection from nothing. Ain't nobody fact checking lies and shit Trump did. Now we got so fortunate. Another good thing that came out of this shit was Joy Reid and Don Lemon being taken off the corporate leash. And those two have done a phenomenal job with their platforms. They have done a phenomenal job with their platforms. I done got introduced to so many cool people. Hey, Jan. I done got introduced to so many people, the 21st century suffragettes. I got to meet Benny Loco and Diane and Lindsay, Tony, Jan, Julie, Carpe Diem. I got to meet a whole slew of good people. That gives me hope for society because I know I'm not here fighting by myself. All the roaches came out because somebody turned the light switch on, and the light switch was Trump. All these people lying, like Nikki Haley lying about racism not being in America no more. You see it. Yep, Chad, exactly right. You see how money runs the world, not laws. If you got enough money, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Ask Ty Grizzly. You can scam people all you want to. You can get tried in a court of your own peers. You can get found guilty under the court in a court of law, under the law, and you can still get away with it because you got enough money. Ain't that a bitch? Meanwhile, if it was any one of us in this chat that did the same exact thing that Todd and his wife did, we'd be still in jail right now with GoFundMes. Now you tell me how that shit's fair. And how you can open your mouth and say, oh, no one is above the law. Oh, really? So Trump ain't above the law? Trump showed you he's above the law. This motherfucker had 91 sufficient charges on his real weak ass. Got found guilty of 34 of them. All 34 fucking charges he was found guilty of. Hey, Lisa. Another good thing, it made a whole bunch of people get a lot more educated about politics in America. It made everybody, it made a lot of people take those 10-4 hats off when they were getting lied to and propagandized when they was telling them, hey, your vote don't matter. They're going to put whoever they want to put in office anyway. It made you take that hat off and you really had to look. Like, if that was really true, then this, and this would happen. And it didn't happen. BV Otis, what's up, Brody? You know what I mean? Like, if that were true, they lied about everything in history. I don't trust shit in a history book no more. I don't. It's a whole bunch of good stuff that came out of this. Like, I'm not one of those glass half empty kind of people. I'm sort of a pessimist, sort of an optimist. I can see the bright side in a bunch of nothing. I can see it. Just look. Just look. Hey, Diane, speaking of good people, I enjoyed y'all's show today. I was out and about. I've been out and about all day. That's why I'm coming on so late today. Normally, I would have came on earlier today. I was gone. I was in Atlanta. And yeah. And I had to fix my car because my fuel injector went out on my car. So I had to go get a fuel injector, take the old one off, put a new one on. And I went to the mall. And then I went and bought me some clothes today. Because I don't buy myself nothing. I don't spoil myself enough. And I'm going to start back spoiling myself again. I sure did. That's why. But I was still listening to the ladies earlier. Stress Dog in the super chat. Salute to you and thank you. Thank you. I like making racists mad. Y'all know I got a knack for it. It does something to my soul to piss off a racist. It does something to my soul, for real. It does something to my, I don't know what it is, but it makes me feel so good to piss off a racist just by just doing something or saying something that agitates them, that makes them come to the mirror. Yeah, Lisa, I got smart. I just got paid today because it's a holiday week. I would normally get paid on Thursdays, but we got paid early today. We got paid today. Do I like Cory Booker? Fuck no. He a sellout. Cory Booker, Hakeem Jeffries, here's what they do. And I'll tell you what I don't like, BBO. Cory Booker is one of those performative monkeys. And he'll say everything under the sun to get you on his side. Gen X George, what's up, family? Cory Booker will say anything to get you on his side. And then when it comes to actual policies, he'll never do it. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow, Julie. I'll be live tomorrow. I got rehearsal tomorrow. It's New Year's Eve and stuff. I'm not doing no rehearsal on New Year's Day. Then I'm going shopping tomorrow. I'm taking myself shopping again. I don't even care. Yeah, that's Cory Booker in a nutshell. Him and Hakeem Jeffries. They say out like Chuck Schumer. It does the same thing. It's all performative. They just here to just say stuff. What's up, Brooklyn? How you doing? They're just here to just say shit that they hope you want to hear. Because they know the political climate just like we do. And see, the whole time we've been looking for somebody to fight. Hakeem Jeffries, not there. Cory Booker, not there. Chuck Schumer, not the fuck there. None of these bastards are anywhere present when it comes to actually stepping up and being a fucking leader that the American people need right now. It ain't the fact that we want a leader. We need one right now. We need to see somebody with like a prestigious position like Chuck Schumer or Hakeem Jeffries. See you use your platforms for the benefit of the people, not for your next campaign. That's how I see it. Like, real talk. That is exactly how I see it. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? I really don't care. I know what I see. And what I see is, I see a bunch of performative shit. And the only one I see fighting, like really, really fighting, is Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine is out here doing her thing out here. I am proud of that black woman. She ain't about the money. Shit, Jan, that was moons ago, many moons ago. Citizens United ruined everything. Like, for real. That's why I don't like, bro. That's why I said I'm an anarchist / independent / socialist / progressive / socialist. I hate capitalism. Capitalism requires someone to be poor in order for it to survive. And y'all see that right now. Y'all see capitalism in real time right now. Y'all see it. Michael, what's up with it, man? Y'all see capitalism and its failure in real time right now. Y'all see it. Because I see it. I see the failures of it right now. Cory Booker would get mollywopped if he ran for president. He would get stumped. Matter of fact, if he ran against Jasmine Crockett, she'd beat him in a landslide. She would beat him in a landslide. Easy work. Cory Booker is not liked. That's the crazy work right there. That's crazy work. Crazy work. And again, that's the reason why I think the way I do. Like I said, propaganda has ruined a lot of shit in this country. A lot. Fox News is nothing but a propaganda fucking arm. That is it. Y'all heard me talking about propaganda pretty much the whole show. This is propaganda. This is propaganda. They worship a man as a Christian man who never goes to church, who doesn't do shit in service of nobody like Jesus did. This man is the most selfish, disgusting, abhorrent piece of shit of a subhuman being I've ever seen in my life. There is nothing good about this man. Nothing. But you'll see memes of this motherfucker being prayed for and he's praying and shit. This motherfucker is not praying. He's usually beaten off or sleeping. That is it. Dinky right here. Dinky is a piece of shit. The end of story. Dinky is a piece of shit. Been a piece of shit. Will die a piece of shit. When he dies, it's going to be parties all over the world. I promise you. It's going. Yeah. I can see all these people saying all this stuff about how good of a person Sheesh. That's crazy work. I'll never be able to figure it out. Lamont Griffin, what's up, family? What do you think about the Democratic Senate candidate in Maine? You talking about Graham? I don't trust him. Yep, MAGA's been fake. That's a fucking Klan rally. That's all they are, bro. They're nothing but a Klan rally that wrap themselves into politics, and they don't even know what the fuck they're even talking about. They have no idea what the fuck they are for and what they're against, dog. They don't care. They do not care. My God, today. Stuff to make you go, MAGA hates black people, but evolution prefers black people because of our genetic diversity. Thank you. That is the truth. Again, Callie, it goes back to my original point. We, as black people in America, do not have to lie about where we come from, our genetic makeup, our lineage, none of that. We don't. White people do. They have to make up shit to make themselves sound better than what they really were. That's what it was. That's all it is. And then they use the poor white people as a stepping stool to stand on top of them so that the poor white people can stand on top of everybody else that they consider below them, while systemically putting every single one of us in the same fucking shit at the same fucking time. They won't, Callie. They won't. You know better than that. They will not. They won't read it. They don't even care about reading, dog. They do not care. That's some wild shit, ain't it? That's wild. That's what I don't understand about them at all. I really don't. I don't understand about them. I don't. ATX Real, what's up, bro? They don't care. Hey, Stress Dog, salute to you for signing up to the PMP squad. Salute and thank you. Again, I try my best to make sure that y'all don't get this propaganda bullshit and y'all learn how to master maneuvering through it. Because all you hear from the Trump administration is propaganda, lies, deceit. That's all you have. That's all they will be. That's all they're going with, period. The end of story. That is all you got. They don't have nothing of substance. They're not ruling and governing with anything of substance whatsoever. There's nothing that this Trump administration is doing that is helping anybody but rich people and criminals like Trump. See, all you need to do is just stroke Donald Trump's ego or give him $1 million and booyah, there you go. They're gonna keep getting robbed though, Cali. That's the thing. Hi, Jeannie. Like Trump I tell you the number one thing that I'm talking about. Okay, Trump is a billionaire, but he tells his supporters that he needs their money and they're broke, and they still send them in money. Everything they stand for is nothing but ignorance. Everything that they are is a bunch of ignorance. It's nothing but stupidity, and that's all they do. They plan on you being overwhelmed. They plan on you. They do this shit just so you can be overwhelmed. They do this so you can quit. Hey, question for y'all. So the party that doesn't like socialism, right? Did that stop them from going? Did that stop them from going to the food bank lines? Did it stop them from doing that? Yeah, Callie, the thing about it is he ain't even gonna be able to live and enjoy it. That's enough shit to make you think, though. Propaganda's a motherfucker, dog. Propaganda is a motherfucker. Propaganda's a motherfucker. I gotta show y'all some coonery and buffoonery, though. I gotta show y'all that. My dog Pofo.
Yeah, come look at this.
My name's Jasmine Crockett, and I am officially running for U.S. Senate. Child, they tried to run me out my district, so I'm finna run up in this Senate, and I'm finna show these white folks I ain't scared of them.
But they laughing at your ass. Them white folks having a ball laughing at your ass. Terrence, is that you? You might want to stick to just selling that Trump chicken fry. Boy, goddamn. This past Kundum, you doing the ritual. This sonbitch done went full RuPaul for MAGA.
I ain't even doing this for me. I ain't even doing this for me.
We know you doing it for massa. But you seem to like what you doing. You enjoying yourself. You think you embarrassing Jasmine Crockett? No, nigga, you embarrassing your family. You embarrassing your ancestors. But to the level of cooning that you doing, you might come from a generation of coons. Your family tree a bush full of coons. Got all kind of sticker brine that motherfucker.
I'm doing this for the people of Texas, okay? See, they fail to realize that they're gonna put some respect on black people.
I bet you got a Grinder account. You be going to those conventions and getting destroyed.
Yep.
Oh no. See, they don't want no black people up in there because they know we ain't clean.
Hey y'all.
See, I gotta show y'all that because that's like the shit that be going through my head for real. Like, I see a coon get on here selling chicken fried and pancake mix, and then now you want to cosplay a black woman that's smarter than you, got more money than you, that's better. Just the cooning and buffooning is just wild to me, dog. I would never understand that shit. I would never understand that shit. That's why I'm damn, I can't. I mean, sometimes I get lost, and I think I get lost in my own thoughts sometimes, and I think like, man, I could never allow myself to disgrace the name of my ancestors like Terrence Williams did, or like that other nappy head coon did. That's crazy, bro. Ain't no way I could make myself coon that bad. I don't need attention that bad, and I'm willing to put myself in a position to where people look at me like I'm nothing more but a minstrel. These people. My God, these people. Like you get on here and you book dance for a person who don't give a. They will smile in a picture with your feet hanging from a maple tree. And I've seen so many still shots of black bodies hanging from trees. I've seen my share of them. Yep, Benny Loco, they sell their souls for $1. And they don't even get that most of the time. Most of these content creators that are buck dancing and shucking and jiving and cooning for Trump ain't even getting paid for real. That's the wild part. That's the wild part. Here's the WWE. Eat that. See, and look, I'm kind of glad I'm spitballing tonight. I watched Dave Chappelle, his latest stand-up. And when I say Dave Chappelle is a comedic genius, he is. He is a comedic genius. Like, I want y'all to go to Netflix tonight. I want y'all to watch it. Wow. everything that you can think of that you do to spite somebody. Trump and this Republican disgusting party of losers did everything they can to make life harder for regular working Americans. Cash Patel out here using the FBI as his personal fucking like man, it's your thoughts on crypto and blockchain. I'll tell you what it is. It's a scam likely. That's the thing about it, because it's so volatile. That's why it's never been considered real currency. Like, yeah, I would never deal with blockchain or none of that. My God. Whew. I don't chat. I won't never deal with crypto. I would never fuck with that stuff. Especially me working in banks for 15 and a half years. Nah, it's always been volatile. It's not like some people get lucky. It depends on what position you're in to get lucky. It's a whole Ponzi scheme, bro. Nope, it's not backed by nothing. You're taking a chance, investing your money into this alleged blockchain. And this is pumped up by the popularity of that said blockchain, and that's how they make money. You sucker a whole bunch of poor motherfuckers. It's just like the lottery. Callie, it's just like the lottery, bro. Like, you got all these people hoping to get rich. So what do? They invest all their money into what? They invest their money into crypto with the hopes of them, you know. Juan Orlando. Yep, that's how Trump is funneling money, because the thing is, you can't track who's putting money where. It's not traceable. That's why Trump's doing it. That's how Trump was able to get his net worth as high as he did. But Trump doesn't have any real wealth. All his stuff is tied to like contracts, land deals and shit like that. Everything about right, Benny Loco. Everything about it. Everything about it is a scam. They told these motherfuckers Trump was gonna fix it on day one. This is 355 days that we've been stuck with this raggedy goofball bastard Donald Trump. Nothing. You have all these MAGA people get on the app, talk about how much they hate trans people, how much they hate gay people, and then the next thing you know, as soon as there's a big Republican convention, booyah. All of them getting their asses played in. That's the wildest shit to me. That is the wildest shit to me. Oh yeah, I'm patient. That's why I can sit and I can spitball over. Oh, and another Black History fact. Do y'all know why every time you see like a caricature of black people when they were doing blackface and they had all these black caricature cartoons, you always seen them like gobbling down watermelon? Y'all ever wondered that? I'll tell you why. It was because those racists were jealous of the farmers whose crop that was making a lot of money was watermelon. I told y'all, racism is all about insecurity and jealousy. The only reason why they associate watermelon with black people is because black farmers back in the day were really good at selling watermelon. And they could not stand it. Much like everything else, they cannot stand. They can't stand the fact of seeing black success or black people doing something that they thought they couldn't do because they rigged the game so they couldn't do it, allegedly, in their head. That's the wild part. Oh boy, that's tough. That's tough. 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 You will never see one, Chad. Let me know when you see that. I'll look it up when I get off here, Cali. I gotta do some more research anyway. I've got to do more research anyway. Cool. Well, damn. Well, damn. Well, damn. Well, damn. Y'all tell me what y'all see. But the blacks will. But the blacks, Callie, but the blacks, it's the blacks. It's the blacks, Callie. Wow. Can't say I'm the least bit surprised, because I'm not. I'm never surprised at all. Oh boy. Yep, I'm finna lay down. I'm tired. I done did a little running around today. Any old who's, I'd have been on almost 2 hours anyway. Shout out to every last one of y'all. I love y'all. I mean that. And happy New Year to every last one of y'all. I might go live tomorrow. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go live early tomorrow. Yeah, do my last show of the year. Because I can do my year-end recap. And that's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a panel. Yay. But anyways, shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to every last one of you guys. Shout out to everybody in the super chat. Shout out to everybody that clicked that button. I appreciate every last one of y'all. I mean that. I really do. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Because y'all make this show what it is. A dope experience. And I appreciate every last one of y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. All right?